Altimont Mark Wilks owns 2 convenience stores in Maryland. Unfortunately, his businesses are struggling. Not because of any mistakes he's made as a business owner, but rather because the USDA is punishing him for crimes for which he's already served his time. The USDA won't let him even accept SNAP benefits as a form of payment at his stores because of decades-old convictions.
I've made mistakes in the past. I've put that all behind me. Now, I'm being punished all over again.
Altimont got out of prison in 2018 and began driving for FedEx with the goal of saving enough money to open his own business. 1 year later, with the help of his family, he opened Carmen's Corner store, which he named after his mother.
When I got out of prison, I knew I wanted to turn my life around, and starting a business was the key. A corner store was great because it allowed me to contribute not only to my community, but also to my family.
Altimont joined several community groups and now helps other people re-enter society. Politicians from throughout Maryland showed up to Carmen's grand opening, celebrating Altimont and his work. Despite all of that, the USDA still says he will always lack the integrity required to accept SNAP benefits.
A huge part of my customer base depends upon SNAP EBT to purchase groceries. My competitors, they have the ability to accept SNAP and EBT. It makes it impossible for me to compete.
Altimont's story is not unique. Similar laws throughout the country restrict individuals from working after they've paid their debt to society. 1 in 3 Americans have been arrested or convicted of a crime. And without a job, the risk for reoffending soars. In Knoxville, Joe Armstrong resurrected the city's only black radio station, which was founded by James Brown. But the FCC is threatening to shut it down because of a conviction related to his 2008 personal tax return, even though he already paid every cent he owed.
If WJBE went off the air, it would just be another nail in the coffin for not only small businesses, but particularly black businesses in Knoxville and in East Tennessee. This issue, I think, is bigger than Joe Armstrong. This issue is about people who have made a mistake in life and they've come back and rectified the situation. They paid their debt to society. And how much longer must a person be punished for something that they did in the past?
Another example is in Florida, where lifeguard Jaime Rojas faced a similar struggle. When he was 19, Jaime was arrested on a drug charge.
I served approximately 3 years in prison. I had a huge transformation in there. Thankfully, I have never been in trouble anymore.
When he got out of prison, Jaime began pursuing his dream job as an ocean lifeguard. And after a lot of hard work, he got it. But his dream job was in jeopardy. The state of Florida twice denied him his EMT license because of his 2004 conviction.
Ultimately, by not having my Florida EMT, I am not able to move up in promotions, get pay raises, and I am at the point where I am about to lose my job if I do not get my Florida EMT certification.
With an IJ attorney's help, Jaime pulled together almost 100 pages of documents so old that neither Jaime or any government agency possessed them. After waiting months, he got his license, but it shouldn't take a lawyer to do something as simple as get an EMT license. These laws can even hurt individuals who want to help others avoid going down the same path.
I think I've done what I needed to do to change and become better, and it's like a black cloud that's constantly over my shoulder.
After serving time for drug-inspired crimes, Rudy hoped he could use the skills he had learned, as well as his own experience with substance abuse, to help others. He was a successful drug counselor before discovering his work was illegal. Virginia blocks anyone convicted of certain crimes from working in direct care.
I think that I should be given a chance. I think my track record speaks for itself.
IJ has successfully fought against similar laws. A Pennsylvania law which prevented Courtney and Amanda from getting their esthetician's license because of their previous convictions was struck down following a lawsuit from IJ.
I'm 5 over 5 years sober. I'm married. I have a son. I'm in a whole different universe than where I was 5 years ago.
If I could get the license to be an esthetician, I would have more money. I would be able to support myself and not rely on the state for things like health insurance and food stamps.
All of these people have paid their debts to society, and they deserve a fresh start. That's why they've all partnered with the Institute for Justice to sue for their right to earn an honest living and to not be punished a second time for their mistakes.